Hello to the world. Oh, sorry. Hello to the world and hello everyone. Welcome to my live streaming. So this is not stream. This is go straight to my YouTube channel. So I don't have enough time in my StreamYard, so I go straight on my StreamYard. I mean my YouTube channel. So today is October 29, 2023, 9 p.m. Philippine time. So this is 9 p.m. in your time. So hello, hello. So I'm waiting. So our subject is meet and greet, open discussion. This is West meet East. So this is open discussion to everyone. So if you ask question, feel free to ask me a question. So how is my audio, guys? And my hello, Miss Manny. Good morning. You know what, Miss Manny? I just go straight on my YouTube because just only about 55 minutes left on my StreamYard. So I prefer, because it will reset my StreamYard next week, November 12th. So now it's not yet, it's not yet November. So just, 2 weeks more to wait. So how is your day, Miss Manny? So this is, guys, this is open discussion to everyone. So feel free, don't hesitate to ask question or share your question to us. So how is my audio, Frank? Is it, is it clear? Is not blurry? So yesterday it was so nice, and then I check outside. Wow, it's sunny day. So it's not really. Well, very good. Our weekend is very good. So we met one of my subscribers. It was so fun, and it's very exciting, I mean. And at the same time, sharing experience, sharing a story, and the discussion was so great. You know what? This is sometimes it's really difference, when it comes to YouTube live streaming, and then go to StreamYard. Because like you said, Miss Manny, if you're using phone, you cannot really. I'm talking about StreamYard. Okay, you can't do a comment unless, unless that you're using laptop. But if you use phone, so I'm sorry, because I click something and then it shows views deleted message. My God, what is this? Let me check. No. Okay. It's not my intention, Miss Money. View, it shows here view and deleted message. My God, sorry for that. When because I'm using my other phone, so I have to, I have to do something first, and then it takes 3 times, when I on, and then yeah, so it worked. Oh my God. You know, if you have phone, and then you have laptop, you also upgrade. And sometimes, human, you we need also to update. Oh my goodness. So this is, so how is the weather there in Cebu City, Miss Manny? So anyone, now I can see, if you're not, I can see there's meet and greet going on. We were already done yesterday. So, but it was so, it was so fun. Okay. And first, I have to ask him first. I have a short videos, but I cannot really post that on my channel because I have to ask him first. Just to respect his privacy. So if he allow me to to share with you guys, I will upload that short video that I got yesterday. But as of now, I have to ask permission first. Respect, because I don't want to do that without his permission. So it was so, going to that place, here in the Philippines. This is the thing that when we go there, my God, it takes long, to get taxi. Okay. Because I decided, me and Frank, not to ride on the motorcycle. Oh my God, it takes 1 hour, over an hour waiting for the cab, because, we contact the main gate, and then we ask the guard, to get taxi for us going to Makati City. Oh my God, it takes over an hour. And then I decided to tell Frank, let's go and take a walk going to the entrance gate. And timing, there's a taxi, so we just ride. Okay, going to the place that we're gonna meet him. It's fast. And here's the thing, guys. Here's the problem. This is, and also he experienced that some taxi driver that they think that you're a foreigner, they will ask too much for that. They don't on their meter. They just give you a price. especially if you're foreigner and you have no idea, you will take that, the amount that they offer. And this is so funny because we're mm, Makati going to Paranaque, if it's not traffic, guys, if it's not traffic, okay, but yesterday they said it's traffic. They think that I don't know, okay, because weekend and a lot of people going outside, the outside the province, and also this tomorrow is the SK election. So it's not really, it's not really traffic. And then I think for taxi driver, they refused to us, to give a ride because they said, oh, going to Paranaque is traffic. And then they asked, guys, 1,000 pesos. And from Paranaque going to Makati, we paid, it's just like 200 pesos, guys. So I always give a tip to a cab driver, okay? And then they ask, 1,000. Oh my God. And then it happens also with, my friends that he tried to go to, so he stay in Makati, okay? Jimmy, hello, Jimmy Master. Okay, thank you for coming, Jimmy. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. By the way, guys, before I gonna proceed this topic, because this is open discussion, guys. This is, this is not just a story. Okay, so this is, I experienced also. So I want to share this experience for those Filipino, not only for Filipino, also for foreign people. Okay, so but first, I would like to ask a donation for those who wants to donate my show for today or show for tonight. Uh, so that you will be a sponsored, or I will, I will happy if you're gonna sponsor my show. Okay. So let me proceed to the subject that I mentioned. So imagine, guys, from Makati going to Parañaque, it's not over, over 200 pesos. You're gonna pay, including the tip from to a taxi driver, and then there's three Filipino taxi driver asked 1,000 from Makati going to Parañaque because they think there's a two foreigner and they think I don't know. So my friend, oh, and then I told him, no, I don't, I prefer to use, the meter taxi. And then, because, I always, if, the taxi driver is nice to us, they're not demanding because, a lot of Filipino, not, a lot, but not all. A lot of, taxi driver, uh, they're very demanding about, about the price. If you're gonna tell, okay, don't worry about that, just on your meter. It doesn't matter how much the cost, okay? Then we always give a tip. But sometimes, if the taxi driver is so demanding, we just give, the right amount that, it's on the meter. And I was so, they always, oh, it's traffic there. So what if it's traffic? We're talking about, we're paying, the meter that, you use for your taxi. So what if it's traffic? Okay. And then it shows that, okay, it's traffic. They have the right, they have the right, to demand the price, even though they're gonna stab you, for that price. So that's so crazy. And our friend that we met yesterday, it happens also from Makati going to BGC. Just a walking distance. It's not. You can walk going to BGC. Okay, because from Ayala Avenue, and then there's a way that McKinley Road. You go straight that, and that's the when you over McKinley Road. That's the start of the BGC, or Bonifacio Global Center. Okay, and then he walked, and then it's so funny because the GPS on his phone is not really work. So he just followed the GPS direction, and then he lost. And then that time he shared with us that it's almost gonna rain, and it rained, and then still walking. So he lost. So he can't remember the way, because the GPS is not really work well. And then he decided to ride on the taxi. So, okay, here's the story. The Filipino taxi driver knows he's a foreigner, and he opened the door, and the taxi driver told him, 1,000, sir. And then, he started bidding, the price. And then he said, no, that's too much. 800. And then the taxi driver, keep insist about the price. And then the third price he said is 500. Okay, but the taxi driver was so upset about that. And then the last price, he said that 300. And you know what the taxi driver told him? Get out. So it's so it's this is the thing that some, okay, I'm not talking, I'm not saying generalize all the taxi drivers, because I've been experienced also that there's a lot of good taxi driver. But this what do you call that, buaya, the crocodile taxi driver. So, and I can tell from BGC going to Makati, it's just like, guys, you're gonna pay 100 to 150. I can tell that because I know BGC going to Makati, and the same also from Paranaque going to Makati. If it's not traffic, you can tell the price, because I always ride on the taxi. So um, it's so disgusting if they do that to foreigners, because foreigners think all the taxi drivers are like that. But like I said, not all are like that. So it's so embarrassing, if they act like that. And I also watched a video. I don't know if it's what nationality. He's a foreigner. Okay, that happened in Manila. So he wants to go around, ride on the trike. Okay, so because a lot of trike driver, it's just like outside, outside the buildings or on the street, they have fallen line. And then if you want to get that special, it's just only you. So the price is the price is a little bigger than the regular price if you ride, because you have to wait some other passenger. So for the trikes, they can just only 3 person. It depends the style of the trike. And this is real happen. and Manila. So they talk. Okay. So he just go on his, it's near to the, to the hotel where he stay. And then actually, going there is just, if you're special, it's 30 pesos to 50 pesos. So before he ride on the trike, they already talk about, with the driver that, he asked how much. And then, the trike driver said, there's only 50 pesos there. Okay, so he grabbed that because he knows. So that's, that's special. So actually, just only 25 or 30 pesos if they're gonna wait for the passenger. Oh my God. So when they arrive on the hotel, and this strike Filipino driver asked 500 pesos. Asked 500 pesos. As a foreigner, especially, he's new in Manila, And then he told to the trike driver, no, we already agreed that 50 pesos. And then, the trike driver tell to the, to foreigner, no, sir, it's not, 500. He's trying to rob, the foreigner. But, the foreigner, he has to pay that 500 pesos because we never know. That's, so he just paid, but, he just said to his video that, don't do that. That's, that's really embarrassed. It is embarrassed. So for those foreigners that coming here in the Philippines first time, especially if you take, taxi from the airport going to the place that you stay, don't allow, the taxi driver, to just, okay, sir, they ask, the amount. So all you have to do, just, contact the airport security and ask for help. Okay, because, they're gonna do that. They will ask the amount. So if you have no idea, you will take. But all you have to do, just tell them, just, use the meter. So if they, if they don't allow that, don't go that, just go another taxi, Because they're gonna keep doing that, even though, the LTF, RB, or LTO always tell that, don't do that. But they still keep doing. There's a lot of taxi drivers, they refuse their passenger because they said, especially guys, Christmas is coming here in Philippines. It's hard if you do shopping and then going home nighttime. They always do that. They demand the price. So instead of, use their meter, they demand the price. So that's really, it's so disgusting, guys, for those foreigners think that all taxi drivers are like that. Chauncey Adams, good morning, ladies. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for coming, Chauncey. Can you drive motor trikes? Yeah, but we don't have trikes. We have bike, but we can't. Yeah, it happens that I forgot, the name of that, channel, Miss Money. And especially, it happens to us. It happened also, the friend that we we're gonna meet, And then he end up kick out of the taxi, because the last bidding for the for the taxi 300, and then the taxi driver told him, get out. So good thing he told us that the second taxi that he stopped was a good taxi driver, and he gave extra a tip for that. And also happened to us. And then you think the driver, I'm not Filipino because, I'm with Frank. And Frank was so pissed off. And then good thing on that hotel that we stay, there's a help desk community. So we asked to help, to get a taxi because, three taxis refused to take us going home. But it's still, oh my God, it's so disgusting, the way that some Filipino act like that. Oh my God. So it's just like, they don't act right. And then for those foreign people come here in the Philippines, they're gonna think that all Filipino taxi driver are like that. No, it's not. So I hope that they're gonna stop. They're gonna stop because it happens many times. Imagine from Makati going to in my place Parañaque is if just only 150, okay, 150. And then the taxi driver asked 1,000 pesos. Por Dios, por santo. And the taxi that we got is nice. So actually the meter there's only 150. And then we gave him tip 100 pesos. It's and then it's not traffic. And then I asked the friend that, oh, we're just home. And then he said, wow, that's fast. Okay. Senyuko, thank you for coming. Okay, let me read. I only have one problem in Bacolod. It was 50 pesos more. Yeah. But in Bacolod City, it's cheaper, well, it's not cheaper, but some they also have like that. But here in Manila, my God, imagine they ask too much. And then it's so funny because, I shared that to the taxi driver that we ride. And then he said that those people, ask too much, especially if they know the foreigner. He told me that, oh, you know what, mom? They play sabong, online sabong, on the phone. Yeah. And then I told him, the sabong is already, stopped. And then they still. So I can, I can make sense what, what what the taxi driver told me. My goodness. That's too much. And then, they have also attitude. And then Frank was so pissed off. Frank asked me, paper, because he gonna take, the plate number and, the name of the taxi. And then, my friend told me that, take the video. That I already prepared to take the video. And then, the last taxi driver was nice. So we stopped because, he let us, ride on the taxi. So that's so disgusting. So disgusting. My goodness. Name is seeing you. See you since. Okay. So that's, that's very uh, unacceptable, guys. Especially for those foreigner coming here in the Philippines. If you're first time, don't let, okay, because I told to my my friend that, oh, it's not the thing that we don't have money to pay, but I don't want them to tolerate that, because if I gonna, okay, if we take that 1,000, it's just like you just tolerated the wrong way, the wrongdoing. So I tell him, no, I don't want to tolerate that. I don't want to tolerate that, because it's just like disgusting to my people that foreigner think that all Filipino taxi driver are like that. So for those wants to it, if something happened to you guys, all you have to do, guys, just take the name of the taxi, the plate number, and you can complain that to LTO. Okay, you can complain that, because actually there's a there's the LTO always tells that they're not allowed to refuse the passenger. So if they keep doing that, all you have to do, guys, just always leave pen and paper on your purse, or or your bag, that if they do that, all you have to do, just take the taxi name and plate number, and then you can complain that to LTO. Much better if you take video about that. Okay, for uh, Senyuko, Frank, it is normal in Manila, always ask fare first and ask him to use the meter and get his name. Yeah, that's that's common here. So for those for those foreigner that they're new, they will take that, okay, but no, don't. So it's better to take the meter is on. Okay, from his money, I would really recommend it. Gran, I think Grab, and maximum cost also for safety purpose. You will get to know the information. Yeah. So I think that's that's the thing that I'm gonna ask. Maybe I can because before we just have Grab, just food delivery, Miss Money. So I decided, I told to Frank that I think it's better, it's better to have a Grab apps, for getting a taxi. Okay, Grab taxi, I mean, so that if something, if this Grab taxi, we can complain to the Grab, if they cost a lot, because there's information. Yeah, good, good idea, Miss Manny. Good. So, oh my God, it's so, I feel, I feel bad about that. They act like, oh, it's just like, it's all about money. But they don't think that if they're gonna keep doing that, they're gonna end up reported. So it's just like they don't think also about about their job, because anyone can complain, anyone can report that. So they never think that they're gonna lose their job if they keep doing that to their to their passengers. So it's just like, in Tagalog word, they're buaya. Buaya, buaya in English, that's crocodile. They're very buaya when it comes to that. They're crocodile. So they, if you help just only your hand, they're not satisfied for that. So they're gonna take all your arm. So we call that buaya. 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 Oh my goodness. In all countries, taxi are scammer. But uh, here, here in the Philippines, the LTO always tells they don't, because, they said, oh, we cannot go there, it's traffic, and the price of gas, it's so expensive. So what? So what if it's expensive? We're not talking about that. So we're paid a meter of your taxi. So do your job and we do our, we're gonna pay you. But it doesn't, it's not right that you ask, you demand, you're so demanding, the price. My God. Okay, Miss Manny, maximum motorcycle is very convenient to me, especially when you are in hurry. They are very responsible for the passenger's safety. They know they could be reported if any trouble happen. Yeah, but I don't, well, here the joyride, that's legal here. Joyride, and then angkas, that's legal here in Metro Manila, Miss Manny. But there's a lot of single, we call, they call that habal-habal. There's a lot of, that's illegal. But for those, the two motorcycle that I mentioned that illegal, yeah, the driver is well trained, because they always protect their job, because if not, they're gonna lose their job if they don't care, if they don't drive safely. Frank Tate, the police should set up sting on the taxi drivers and find them, and they get busted for cheating. Yeah. I learned to laugh at those scammer. True, Frank. But that is true. Yeah. And this is, this is happened also to me, like in SM Bikotan. So if for those go to SM Bikotan, so you can see there's, at the back of SM, at the back of a supermarket area, there as you can see, there's a lot of taxi driver fall in line, but actually that's against the policy of SM Bikutan, that they cannot stay there. Okay. Fred Dangote, hello Fred Dangote, thank you for coming. And then one of the taxi driver that fall in line, that he shared with us the story, but I don't want to share that. And this is because they also part of their job. So I just share this experience. So on in the front or door of SM supermarket, they cannot stay there long, especially they will refuse the passenger. So Once they stay there in front of SM, in the supermarket area, they have to take the, the passenger, or else they're gonna ban for going that. And then this is my experience that, okay, I went everything, all my stuff, I have a lot of stuff. It's, it's quite heavy. And then we already talk about, we were gonna base on the meter. And then all of a sudden he changed. That, ma'am, it's okay from, from SM Bicota going to Raya Garden, just, I pay just only 100 pesos, guys. Sometimes it happens that, it's 80, but usually I gave them 150, okay? So I have extra, for their tip. And then he suddenly changed, he asked for 250, and then I was so pissed off about that. Because, we already talked about, to use the meter, and then, he just pretend that, he'd take me, because, the security is standing in front of him, because, the security guard from SM, they don't allow that, they gonna, if they refuse, the passenger. So I told him, no, I told him, bring it back, to the in front of, SM supermarket, because I want to, this is not, this is not right. You're, we agree that, we agree about the meter, and now you ask, you ask for, for the, and then I told him, bring it back there in front, okay? And then he cannot, he cannot return there, because, the security will ask why. And the security will knows, because I'm gonna tell the security. And then if the security knows that's how they deal with the, passenger, they're gonna ban for, in that area. They cannot go there to get passenger. And then he told me, oh, mom, no, he just, I told him, he just go drive, he go still driving. It didn't, bring me there. And then, no, I told him, no, kuya, no, stop, bring me back there. And then he just continued, and then he realized, oh, he apologized to me. And then he said that, I'm sorry, mom, because, this is, and then I told him that, the reason why you said that, you're going home. So instead going empty, you let me in. And then now you ask for, for uh, the amount that, it's not, we agree about that. So we agree that, I'm gonna pay by meter. And then he apologized, and then I told him, Kuya, don't do that. You think I don't know what's going on here? People around here, taxi drivers around here in SM. I know, because one of the taxi driver here, there's a, he has a regular customer in my place. And he was so nice to us. So you think I don't know what's going on? And then you know what? He was so, he was so regret that, he did that to me. Because before we go to, before we reach home, there's a, police station. I'm gonna drop him in the police station and complain. So good thing that, before we reach in the police station, he apologized. Because, we already agreed that, we're gonna base on meter. And then he asked 250. So, and then he think that I don't know what's going on. And then I told him, don't do that, Kuya, because I told him, if you're nice to us, especially me, I know that it's a part of your, how to get money, but don't do that. Don't rob your passengers, because instead your passenger will give you a tip. He refused. They will refuse to give you a tip because of your attitude towards them. But still, after that, I still give him, I still give him a tip because, I need him to help me, to get out all my stuff because, I cannot really do that because it's heavy. But I warning him that don't do that because you might get, kicked out of that, place that you're staying. Because, a lot of taxi drivers, they do that instead going around Metro Manila because, they said that it's not really worth it because of the price of gas. So they just go there, they stay there, and then, they can get a lot of passengers, just to go on the near place. But sometimes they take advantage for that. They ask too much for that. So that's I was so upset on him. And and then think, I don't know what's going on there. So it's just like for those foreigners, especially newcomer here in the Philippines, don't. If they're gonna say, okay, sir, from here going to your hotel, okay, 500 or 1,000, no. All you have to do is just, okay, we're gonna base on meter. So it's up to you how much, how much the tip that you can give to him. It's up to you. But important is you paid, the meter. And the tips that you're gonna give, it's up to you. Police do not come to work to do any work. What do you mean? The police would make a lot of money in fines if they set up the stings, yeah. But you know what, guys? I gonna do that, okay? If the taxi driver too much demand or too much talking, instead going straight home, I'm gonna straight to the police station and report. Because in LTO stands for Land Transportation Office. They can they allow passenger to report or to complain if they experience such as things that taxi driver is too demanding when it comes to meter, or they call that contrata. They contract about instead using the meter, they just ask, okay, you're gonna they fix the price. I'm retired clinical psychologist, and the Pinoy scam personally is so interesting. Yeah. The first person that a person from West meet from the airport is a taxi driver. But you know what, guys? Here's the thing, guys, that me and Frank, every time we go, and then, Frank will told me that, oh, we need to drive through food, because especially if we're coming home late at night. So instead of cooking, so he tells me, okay, we just drive through to McDonald's or any drive through. And you know what? I don't know some passengers, but we also ordered, especially if the taxi driver is nice to us. We order also for them. What we eat, we also ordered for them. So it's just like I can tell that we give food to them. They're very happy and they're very accommodating to us. So it's just like for those, taxi driver, don't rob your passenger for that, because like us, we know, we appreciate your job. That's why, me and Frank, we're not the type of person that, we're just, but I don't know if other people will do that. So we buy also food for the taxi driver. But that's the way we are, that's the way we treated, taxi driver. But I don't know some other passenger if they do that. But us, we oftenly do that. Especially we go a drive-through, we do that. The first person and the person from the, okay. Sen, Sensuko, the true Frank, but the true Frank, but that does not matter to taxi drivers. The rider must protect and learn on a taxi drives in the Philippines. Yeah, that's why, Sensoku, this is I share also for those foreigners that don't go on the fixed price for taxi. All they need to do just, and sometimes, guys, sometimes some taxi driver, the meter go, it's so fast, to go. Oh my God, there's, yeah, you're right, Sensuku, that, there's a lot of, scams. Oh, there's a lot of scam because, I also ride on the taxi that didn't meter every 5 minutes. The meter what moves so fast. Oh my God. So I decided not to let him go on my place. Okay, I just told him, oh, just drop me in, just drop me in the gate. And then he said, why, mom? It's okay, kuya, just drop me. Instead of arguing to them, I don't want to argue. Before I, this is my, this is the thing. Before I get inside the taxi, I already, talk. Because I don't want to ride on the taxi that they have, they don't like me, because we never know, they're gonna bump, the taxi. Okay. So I told him, no, kuya, it's okay, no. And then he said that, you're almost in your place, it's okay, forget it. Just drop me here. And just drop me here in the gate. instead of bring him inside. So for me, it's easy for me to lose my temper, but I have to control myself, especially when it comes to that, because we never know what's going on in their mind. So, if they're gonna frustrated, they cannot get what they want. So we never know, they're gonna bump, on the post on, we never know. So I'm just, advanced thinking. Seeing you, I see you. Yeah, that's crazy about that. And they always victimize foreign people. So I hope that they're gonna stop that, because they're gonna end up lose their job if somebody they don't really think that, like other passenger, they just be quiet, but they didn't know that, like us, we already, we're ready, to take note the plate number and the name of the taxi, because you're gonna complain about that. Especially now here in Metro Manila, that Christmas is coming. My God, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to find. It's hard to find taxi, and especially when I do grocery, I do Sunday. Even though the line for payment, it's quite long. So it's okay because it's not really traffic. But I don't do that, especially December, November. I don't do grocery, weekdays. I prefer to go weekend. Yeah, I agree, Sensuko. I'm just, I, I just control myself for that because, like I said, we never know what they're gonna do if they're, frustrated about that. But, if I just, I take that because I have no choice, especially, I'm tired doing my groceries and, things that I got, it's heavy. So I just be cool for that. But, in my mind, Sensuko, I I say that you cannot have tip on me. You can't. So I just pay how much, I just pay how much, how much I got on the meter. And then, if there's, keep the change, keep the change. So I don't give tip about that. So that's, that's the problem here. That's especially, oh my God, Christmas. Christmas is coming to town. Oh, you better watch out. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't know, I asked Frank if that's, well, he said that, in the States that the cost of, the cab, it's expensive compared here in the Philippines. So they don't really do that. So anyone will, will ask a question, guys. And then it is so crowded in Manila now. Yeah, especially if you go to a mall. Oh my goodness, it's crowded. So I really not to go there, especially if it's, if it's weekend. It's totally crowded. I don't want, because, COVID is still there, still there. It's just like, COVID is still hiding. And then, if it's too crowded, it's just like came out and gonna boom. I'm here. What else happened when people for the West happen come to the West? Does anyone notice? Yeah, that's, that's the big question, Frank. Mm. So, okay, I have a question for you, Frank. Have you, before, okay, before you met me, because, you've been here twice before you met me. Have you experienced that? And guys, I was so happy yesterday, to meet one of my subscribers from West. So, you know, I love that, guys, uh, sharing thoughts, sharing a story in your life, and sharing people that you love. That's so fantastic because we talk about that. We're talking about something that when it comes to comedy, and then my husband mentioned about our favorite comedian Dave Chappelle, and we never know that Dave Chappelle, his favorite also, a comedian. And then we talk about, the show of Dave Chappelle and something Dave says. And then we just LOL about that. It's so nice, if you're if you're nice, if you're nice to other other people, whether Asian or European, or we call that Western people, if you're nice, the chemistry is so, that's why I enjoy, I enjoy about that, experience that we experienced yesterday. So I really want, I really want to share that video that that I got from, but I have to ask permission first on him. If he wants, okay, I will share that, but just a short video. So it was so fun, It was so fun. I enjoy that. I enjoy that. But sometimes when man to man, and also this is the thing that, I love to do that because, my husband came from the West. And I know he miss talking with, with his people. Because, he said that he's gonna stay here in the Philippines for, for 4 months. But look at now. It's almost 5 years here in the Philippines. What else happened, Kuya Frank? Okay. Do people from the West find easy to make friends then they come here? Yeah, I think so, because that's what happens to us yesterday. And I really want, and I really want to meet them because, I'm very, I'm very honest, I just want to meet. So it does, we end up that we enjoy our company, we enjoy, the topics that we talk, we enjoy the discussion, And we enjoy the food, of course. Thank you so much for that. I enjoy the organic chicken parmigiano. Oh my God, so fantastic. It's so good. But you know what, guys? Here's the thing, guys, that, when we order for Filipino, because that's lunchtime, all right? So Filipino, it's just like, when I saw their order, my God, oh, this is American lunch. They ordered, just fries and burger. Oh, and then I can tell, oh, it shows the food that I ordered. This is Filipino. Because I ordered, my gosh, chicken. And then, pasta that's heavy, heavy. So I told them, oh, burger, oh, and fries, oh, American. And then instead of drinking, soda or pop, they ordered beer. Oh, American lunch. But I never drink alcohol in a bar. Wow, congrats with the meetups and okay. Yeah, sensuko, well, it's just like, Filipino, if you're, especially for Western people, if they're nice, we're very friendly. We're very friendly. I can tell that. I give credit to, I can give credit to all Filipino. Okay. Wow, congrats with the meet up, Ate and Kuya and the subscriber. Oh, yeah. We enjoy that, we enjoy that, Miss Money. Oh, my God. I enjoy that. Share things that, you don't expect. You don't expect that things that you like, he like also. Oh, boom. So, the conversion was so amazing. I can tell you really enjoy it, ate. Oh yeah. So we enjoy, we enjoy. Oh my God. So, I wish I could, I could meet some, some Western subscribers again. Because, I love hang out with people. It's just like, I love, dealing. Because, I'm very, what do you call that? I love to listen and I love to know about their experience, And like I said that, me and my husband, we love to watch, Dave Chappelle or show. And I didn't know that this man loved also. So it's really, it's really click on, it's really click on the discussion. By the way, for those don't know Dave Chappelle is a stand-up comedian, Black American, but he's married to a Filipina, Dave Chappelle. And you know what, Miss Money? Brian McKnight, the singers, the Black American singers, he's married to a Filipina. The songs of Brian McKnight. I love some of his songs, Want to make a dream come true. Things like, I'm not a good singer, Miss Manny. But I love some songs of Brian McKnight. He's married to a Filipina. Do Filipinos feel funny when people from West speak to them? No, Frank. No. It depends, it depends the conversation. If he's talking comedy, maybe we can, we can laugh. But we don't laugh, just to insult. It's based on, it's based on the topics or discussion. Oh yes, I know that Brian McKnight. Wow, lucky girl. His song is very famous here. Yeah, he's married to a Filipina until now. They're still together. And then this is the thing that Brian McKnight was so amazed with the mother-in-law. Because the mother-in-law always served him chicken adobo, pancit. See? Brian McKnight eat pancit canton and adobo. I think they sounds adorable if they speak especially our dialect. Yeah. So it's just like, it's just like um, some Filipino, they just, they're not laughing. And this is, I don't feel bad about for those Western people. If Filipino try to help you to speak our language, we're not, we're not, we're not laughing to insult you. We're laughing because we're happy because it's hard for you to pronounce our words, and then it make us feel happy because you try your best to learn our language. So it don't mean that we laugh because we insulted you guys, or it's just like an insult. No, guys, we're laugh because we're happy because you try your best, to pronounce or to learn our language. So that's the thing. Don't feel offended if if somebody will laugh, because here's the thing, guys. Men and women here in the Philippines. This is once once we laugh, we never controlled our mouth. We laugh as according, how loud is that, how big our mouth we're gonna laugh. We don't really care, okay? From the USA will be surprised when Pinay eat rice with their fingers. Miss Manny, Pinoy was surprised eat rice with fingers. Oh yeah. Oh, we're very good in that. We're very good in that. It's just like, my Frank asked me, you never get tired of eating rice because, it's just like, steamed rice. Oh yeah, we don't. Because that's the reason why a lot of Filipino food, it's not really salty. It's not really salty. So we just add, it's not salty for me, huh? But that's especially if there's a sauce. So the rice is no taste. So we just pour the sauce and then make it so that the rice has taste. And then especially when you eat with your hand, oh, so good. And you eat fast. Even though if it's hot, you just, you're gonna eat. So that's the good thing, for those Filipino men or women, don't, if you want somebody, to meet, especially Western, don't feel, oh, I cannot really speak. As long as there's you have a sense of humor, they will understand you guys. They will understand you. So that's one thing that, oh my God. So when I kind of, well, it's just like in my personality, I love, I love meet, especially, Western people, or not only for men and women, okay? Men or women, I would love because sharing ideas, sharing experience, story, it's fun. And then you won't realize that, oh, he did that as same way that you did. Since actually that's kind of cute for expats, try to do what to locals do. It sounds like we are acceptable. Yeah, it's just like, it's good also. Well, it's just, it's according, it's according to, if they want, if they want to experience, especially, in the countryside, oh, it's fun. For me, Miss Money, I love, for Filipino people, I prefer to deal with people in the countryside than here in the city. Imagine, guys, imagine I almost 5 years here in my place, living with my husband. Just only two neighbors I got here, because some they don't really, they're not. Well, I don't know. It's just like they don't, unlike they don't want to, they don't want to talk. I have just only three neighbors. One the doctor, and then my neighbor, and then the other one. So they always say hello, and especially I have neighbors that she has a farm. She always share fruits to me, especially if they visit their farm. And also we have a neighbor's doctor there. We always he's nice to us. And sometimes, Frank told me that, one day, he will go there and have beer with the doctor. Because, that my neighbors, the doctor's neighbor, he loves to do karaoke. So good thing that, today is Sunday. Maybe he's still sleeping. So maybe later on, they gotta sing karaoke. He loves to do that. For Frank, how many Filipinos eat with chopstick? Few? Few. Instead of using chopstick, this is our chopstick. Yes, I learned to eat with hands from my elders in southern USA. Not much using chopstick in Philippines, Kuya Frank. True, true, Ati. People in province are more warm. They can also sacrifice one native chicken. Yeah. You know what? You know what, Miss Money? My classmates. So the chicken is reserved for me. And then my classmate, my male classmate, because his father and my father they're friends. And then I told him, you know what, mate, I miss to eat tinolang manok, especially especially native chicken, with the green papaya and chili leaves. My God, with the with the lemongrass. And then you know what he said to me, Miss Manny? Don't worry about that. I have plenty of chicken here. You can eat anytime. Just let me know if you're have vacation here in our hometown. Yeah, because here, especially Miss Money during the pandemic, the lockdown, oh, they don't want, to talk to you, because they're gonna think that, maybe you're gonna. And then, this is the thing that, oh my God, this is, guys, this is what I notice about Western people. They always say, good morning, how you're doing, because that's what my husband do. And I feel sad because my people don't really say, okay, hello, blah, blah, blah. They don't, they just ignore. And you can see that they just don't hear. So it was, so this is, this is the thing that we talk about, the guy that we met yesterday. And then I told to my husband, Frank, please, don't do that, to my people, because look, I don't want, because, it's just like, if my husband do that with me, and then I gonna tell, oh, in my mind, I told to myself, oh, come on, say hello, response to my husband. But, they ignore. They ignore. And I can tell they're educated. They don't appreciate that. And then that's the thing that I told to my husband, Frank. Stop saying that it's okay for those, for your people, because they understand. They're gonna reply. Because we have, also here, when I do walking, there's a American. He's white. And I don't know him, okay? But he's all say, good morning, how are you doing? And then I reply, because that's the way. But, I'm not saying all my people are like that, but majority here in my building, oh, some they do, some majority they are. They don't really, they're, yeah, okay. So Sensuko, right? Few Pinoy use chopstick but hand. You know how to use chopsticks, Miss Manny? I eat greens and cornbread with my fingers. Miss Manny, say sleep with dad, but all the family sleep in the same room. Yeah, true. Ati, people in the city is busy and thinking with chasing life, trying to make ends meet. Yeah. Sensuko, but still able to make 7 kids. Wonder how. Well, that's That's the question, Miss Money. Well, it's just like, if the kids are, deeply asleep, they can still do that, Miss Money. But no, it's just they have to be careful. They have to be slow so that, kids will get up and, hey, ma'am, hey, dad, what are you doing? Are you playing? Ah, I can use chopsticks. Okay. Yes, Miss Manny, I wonder how many make 6 kids. Scott, in the world as I see it, I learned how to use chopstick in Korea. If I wanted to eat, I needed to learn. Well, it's just like me. It depends. I learned that. I learned. I know how to use chopsticks. Any kind of made of ivory, made of stainless, and made of plastic or wood. I'm good using chopstick. Actually, this is so funny, Scott, in the world I see it. Because when I eat Cheetos, so when you use your finger, the cheese here, it stick on your finger, which is, I'm not really comfortable with that. Okay, because somebody they lick their finger. No, I'm not really into that licking finger. So instead of using my finger, I just eat Cheetos using chopstick. And then, Frank, what are you doing? I'm eating Cheetos because I don't want, the cheese stick on my finger. I say when kids go to school. I think so. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Setuko. Yeah. And then, makes sense. Makes sense. I guess that's why our parents say, go play to your cousin, go to church. Yeah. Scott, LOL, Miss Money. Yeah. And they will ask, Miss Money, they will ask, especially if you're living in the province, go and find a woods, to use for cooking. So it takes long, to find a woods. So, you have to, you go around on the side of the river or on the woods, to find wood, to. So maybe that's their style. So any question, guys? Oh, guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, okay? So any question that, this is, open discussion, guys. You can share what discussion you want to discuss, okay? Because this is open discussion. Hi, Scott. Miss Money, and then they should not ask how we become so sneaky. We got it from them. Yeah. But, okay, sensical, but Money, Pinay giggle when I buy a family bed. Okay, Sensico, where are you now in the Philippines? Are you still living in Bacolod City? Okay, if you're living in Bacolod City, what area in Bacolod City? Hi, Lily and Frank. Hello, Scott. Scott, when is your plan to come here in the Philippines? Now in US. Ah, okay. But before you came in Bacolod City, wow, what part of Bacolod City? Because my family and my father's side, they born in Bacolod City. And I have also family in Bacolod City, in Mansilingan. 59 days to go. Oh. So are you gonna stay in Manila or outside Manila, Scott? So that's, that's well, this, this topic that, that I share with you guys is Filipina MT. Why I can't, I can't, oh, Lily, you, Ilonggo, Bacolod, Ilonggo. Yeah, Namit. You know the word Namit? Filipina MTV, I saw your, I saw your comment, but it won't show your name on my, on my screen. But, thank you so much, Sis Alma, for coming here on my show. Thank you so much. But I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay. So you're gonna go straight to Candy Palace in Angeles? So you go straight. So you're gonna land on Clark Air Base, Clark International Airport. Oh, oh. So you're married to Bacolod nun? You're married to Filipina? She's from Bacolod. I don't know what's going on, Filipina MTV. I can't really, a lot, except your comment. Except your comment, I can't, I can't. Yes. Okay. Well, so by, by next year, you're here, Scott. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I saw, I saw her, I saw her name. It popped out on my, on my screen, but it's not as what you guys, that your comment shown on my comment section. I don't know. I stay for 25 days. Okay. 25 days is not enough, Scott. The hours move so fast. Why don't you stay 1 month? Because you really enjoy, 1 month. 25 25 years in my life, I also didn't see her. Sis Alma, where are you? Yeah, I don't know what's happening to her. But, I can saw that, she's pop out on my screen. After all COVID restriction, I left it. I come back to Philippines. Yeah, it's everything. I think, they already lifted all, the what do you call that? The guidelines. Okay, yeah, okay, thank you for good. Okay. Okay, that's, just let us know, just let us know, Scott, okay? So, Sensoku, I think they already lifted, the restriction from COVID-19 restriction. That that's about 2 years from now. Yeah. Two minus one. Yeah, because imagine the when I asked when I asked the guy that we met yesterday, 24 hours, and then he said that except because he has delay flight for 3 to 4 hours. Julia Carbon. No, I don't. What's something interesting about Julia Carbon? Let me write it down. Julia. Who is who is she, Sensuko? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, head of city water. Head of city water in Bacolod City? Okay. So any question, guys? So for those who wants to come here in the Philippines, ask question that you want to know about Philippines, about people here. And then for those who experience coming here in the Philippines, you feel free to share, share your, experience while you're here in the Philippines. So that, for those who wants to come here first time. So maybe we can help you, to know things that you want to know before you come here in the Philippines. Feel free, guys. Her husband tell me that police asked for gas money. Well, not all, but now it's no longer, especially now that the PNP, the Philippine National Police, tried to clean all the mess that some PNP doing before. Yeah, before they do that. By the way, guys, my youngest sister, she's PNP. She's a policewoman. At the same time, well, next year she will graduated at law school, and then her husband, they're both PNP, but the husband, while in the on the PNP, he studied law, okay, and then after he graduated, he resigned, but he's still working. He's still working in government. He's a lawyer. And when my little sister tells me, Ate, my husband passed the bar exam, yay! And then my little sister encouraged also to study law. So hopefully next year she will become a a lawyer, and well, it takes long to take the exam. When came to investigate a house break-in, Julia is the attorney. Oh, okay. Well, this is the thing, guys, that I told to my little sister, because imagine she's that time she was 21 years old. 21 years old. He's in the military. Yeah. And also my brother-in-law, he's a PNP. So I told her, no matter what, at the end of the day, because years goes by, your rank goes up. Don't fall for the other, especially if money involved. Okay, don't fall for that, because this is one thing that I don't understand. A lot of Filipinos, men and women, PNP, it's not easy. It's hard. The training, it's hard, the training to become a PNP personnel. And then, when you watch TV, one of those are involved with that, doing illegal drugs, or, hold up, or, raid or something like that. So I always, as a big sister, I always tell her that, no, don't fall for that. Don't fall for, the money that, no. So I'm glad that, I'm glad. I forgot what his rank now. Because she's, she's in the women desk. I think she's an investigator. She's an investigator. I don't know her rank now. Especially now that, she's studying law. So the promotion was, and one of my big sister advised her, to go for lateral, so that she will get, a high position. But, lateral sometimes, because unless if you are PNPA, so there's a possibility that you will be chosen to be a PNP chief. But if you go to a PNPA, PNPA stands for Philippine National Police Academy. Actually, she's a commerce graduate. And then she end up become a policewoman. So imagine, guys, imagine the course is not really related, because, I know that, if you are BS, Bachelor of Science in criminology, you will go to, you become a registered policeman or policewoman. But it's just like, oh my God, what's the connection of this course? And then she became a policewoman. Oh my goodness. And teach at STI. Okay. PNP do not go to work to do any work. What do you mean? I don't think so. Because if they don't do work, how they gonna, how gonna make their report every month? So they have also, if something, what's the report on this month? So they have to work, Sensuku. I think that's, that's the old PNP, Sensuku. So in fairness to my little sister, she worked hard for that. She worked hard for that. So that's, that's the old PNP. But now the new PNP, they're very productive, and they're not lazy. It's just like, they sleep and they just waiting for the money that come every month. No, they're not. So they're really, there's a big changes. Okay. No, I don't want, but she's here in Metro Manila, but I don't want, I don't want to tell what, because, for my big sister, for my little sister's safety. So she studied law, so hopefully next year she will be graduated. Okay. So she studies same school where President Duterte's enrolled. San Beda. So that's President Duterte graduated. Yeah, she's in Manila, but I don't want, I don't want to mention what exactly where she is in Manila. Yeah, it's not. It's not easy. So any question, guys? Oh, I love when I look, when I look outside the window, it's sunny day. The weather. But here's the thing, guys. This is the thing that, when I go outside, oh my God, it's humid. When I go inside, my nose, it's sweating, and here also. It is so funny when papers post pictures of police sleep in the patrol cars. Yeah, it's just like, some, they don't really, they don't really make it serious about their, because here's the thing, guys, a lot, some, they just, they just take that, job, but it's not really related on their course. It's just like they just want to have a job. Okay, but there's a lot, there's a lot of, especially here in the Philippines, there's still a lot of, PNP. They're, they really work hard because that they're very enthusiasm about their, about their profession. Okay, so they work hard for that. It's just like some others is just like, they just do that. It's just to sake to have a job, but they're not really serious because, like I said, I mentioned that being a PNP here in the Philippines is not easy. Going to Army, going to Marines, going to Navy, or going to PNP SAF, it's not easy. It's not easy, the training. And then, when you watch news, you found out that one of those involved with that crime. So it's not easy, but it's just like for those enthusiasm about their profession, they work, they're very careful, to protect that, dignity. Just like, even though my little sister, she's, like I said, that she's a commerce graduate, okay, but what's the because I know commerce is more on, when it comes to a business, okay, and what's the connection? She's not BS criminology, but It's just like, she has, enthusiasm about, about the nature of her job. So she gave value on that. So until now, she's still there. She's still there. So it's just like for those, for those people that you can see, not only for Asia and also West. Some cops involved of the crimes that is not, it's prohibited crime. And it's just like, they fool for the amount of money. So they tempt that. So I'm just, saludo. I'm just salute for those, for those men in uniform that they're very enthusiasm of their, of their job, or in their, enthusiasm about their profession. So it's a big salute, not only for Asian people, for Western people as well. Because I have a lot, in my family, I have a lot of, men in uniform. Oh my God, I have nephews and niece. Majority, they are in Air Force, Philippine Air Force. But it's just like, me, oh my God. I'm not really into the men in uniform career. No way. No way. I want to be a blogger. But I don't really like, when I was, when I was in high school, we have CAT. CAT is just, civilian army training. During that, if it's that time, I was so pissed off, I just, just keep, drilling the command. Oh my God. Sometimes I just, I just pretend that, I have, uh, dysmenorrhea, dysmenorrhea, because I'm not really into that. But I know some, when it comes to military training, I know some of those because, I learned that when I was in high school. But I'm not really into the men in uniform thing. Oh my goodness. No way. Yeah, because, yeah, it's just like happens, so many things happen that, some of that, PNP is just like, sometimes there are surprise visit with the higher official. Oh, nobody's there on duty. And then some of those, they just have, bottles of alcohol, and then some, they do tung its. But okay, so for those, I'm not saying this all, okay? Again, I'm not generalize all, okay, some, because that's what, that's what shows on the news, okay? Giatay. I was forensic, I was a forensic psychologist in the state prison. I had sincere and preference, and some are hard work. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I have a question for you, Sensuko. So how to deal, how to deal, people in, in the prison? Because I do believe that, not all people in the prison are, are what we think, why they are in the prison. Because, sometimes, there's a frame up about that. And then, they don't have money, they don't have knowledge, to fight for their rights. Okay, from Frank Tate, law enforcement is different in the Philippines than the West. Yeah, I agree, Frank. Okay, the experience. Shout out just listening while unpacking our stuff. Oh, thank you for coming. Philippine law enforcer was better than when they had a constabulary. Yeah. Hello, good morning. I I just I just read your TV is just like a Japanese a Chinese sign. They in prison because they love crime. Oh yeah. Well, that's what kind of crime they commit. Yes. Hello, TV. Okay. Hello. Thank you for coming, guys. So I'm gonna stay here for another 9 minutes. So I'm gonna end up this for for 2 hours, so that we still have time to communicate. Hi, Scott. And also, Frank, he's been in military, for 3 years before he become a federal agent. Oh my God, my neighbor's dog is off, 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 off. Who let the dog out? Any kind of crimes they love. Okay. But do you believe, Sensico, that some people in the prison are they prema? Are not all, not all people there was they doing the crime that they. It's just like it happens here also that there was a Filipino. He is a male, okay, and he's poor, so there's a crime that he never had, but he went to prison, and then the case was keep doing, and then they realized that he's not guilty about the crime, and then he got pardoned, and then this is the thing that for me is just you can file a case, Frank, if you're very good in laws, because so anyone, Asian or Western, if you um, proven that you're not guilty about the crime that they files you can counter what do you call that, you can file case for those people that file a case against you, right? Because daños perjuicio is just like the damage that they done to you. I think it's so hard to talk if you're not really related in when it comes to laws. So I need call my sister and my and they adjust become a good citizen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree with that, Sensico. It's just like the truth will set you free. Yes, you can file a suit and get name cleared. Yeah. But this is the sad thing that, especially when it comes to do like that, it's all about money. And then some people, they just let it go because they don't have money, to fight. Because, for doing that, file case for those people who sued case on you. They don't want to waste because they don't have money. It's all about money here, especially here in the Philippines. So if you don't have money, you cannot really. It's just like there's a saying that the batas, the law is only for rich people here. It's just like some this is common here. If somebody, poor people commit crime, or they shown on news that they're very judgmental. They already judge that person. Okay, if it's poor people, poor person. If it's rich people, involved with that crime, oh, they have to do a press conference. And there's a lot of influencer people go around with that person. That's what the laws work here. If if you're poor, you're already judged. But if those rich people involved with that crime, oh, they cannot go online. They cannot show that right away on the news. So they have to set a schedule for press conference and ask question about that, that suspect. Oh my goodness! It reminds me. It reminds me of there's a road rage, and then this person was what do you call that? Assessed with the head of is a higher official of PNP. And then there's a lot of people comment about that because he acting not right to a person. And then this PNP that what do you call that? Escort him. He was was relieved. I don't know if he filed resignation for that, because there's a lot of Filipino. Is now the social media was so rampant, and then there's a lot of people negative react on this, high official of PNP that why you do that, they have, press conference, but we all know, because, good thing that case happened. This is between the cyclist, and also the son came out, and this is, I'm so impressed with the son that, he has the balls, to fight for the right of his dad. And then there's a lot of netizen that commented why he has and he has undergo other interviews from other bloggers. So that's that's the thing. And I'm also glad that there's a social media now, because I think this is also one of big evidence that you can able to use in court. Yeah, you can file that against the cleared peso, but many are real criminals. Yeah, I agree. I'm not saying that that people goes on the prison, they're not, but some, like I said, Sensuku, some, because this is happened also that there's a lot of Filipino also that they framed about that, the case that they don't really commit, and then at the end of the day that they will released free because their name was cleared about that. But like I said, no, some they deserve to go to prison. They deserve. Said it true in the Philippines, guilty when arrested. Yeah. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna post this, I'm gonna end up this in a very thank you to who's coming on my live show, Sensuku, Scott, Miss Manny, or Frank, of course, my very supportive husband. Thank you so much, guys. And, I hope that you can still, still support my channel. So don't forget to give me thumbs up, okay? Filipina MTV. I don't know why why your comment is not popped out on my screen. So I appreciate your coming here to my show. Thank you so much for that. And then, thank you so much also. I hope that your thing money is will be will be fixed so that we can go back to the normal thing that we always do on the live panel. So thank you so much, guys, and have a good night and have a good day here, Philippines. So mabuhay.